And welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Dream Land 3. Last time we fought Wispy Woods, and are heading into Ripple Field, level 2. We start second stage. Ow, I forgot to actually hurt you. Go away. We will be needing pitch later, but not for now, so, we actually need Parasol for this of all things. So I did some research off screen because I wanted to be a little bit more up to date on some of the background information of this game because it's actually kind of interesting. The reason I say it's interesting is because of who did and did not work on this game. The creator of the Kirby series didn't work on anything for a long time after Dreamland and Adventure. I think Pinball Land was the only other game directed by Masahiro Sakurai, but I might be mistaken on that. But still incredibly... shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I? I don't know how I clutched that out, but hey, we did it. Gosh dang it. Let's just avoid everything. Yeah, Sakurai didn't have anything to do with Dreamland 2 or 3, to my knowledge. Which is kind of odd, considering he's a series creator, and he already kind of passed it off to other people. Dreamland 2 apparently was mostly worked on by, Shigeru Miyamoto, and I think, wait, was it produced or directed? I'm getting my terminology mixed up, but yeah, I know Miyamoto had a lot to do with, Dreamland 2, as did Satoru Iwata, who at that time worked at HAL Labs. Not the president of Nintendo that far back. Yeah, frick. Well, this is a problem. Oh, this is definitely a problem. We need to get an umbrella power-up over there, and we kinda lost it. So that's awkward. Well, I don't know how to proceed from... That's a really short level. Okay then. Okay, so we didn't impress the Umbrella Man, who we'll be going over a little bit more later. So I need to be careful, in other words. Not just swim haphazardly. Good to know. Again, that was not a long stage, so we can easily tackle that again. Speedrun with fish, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do. Also his power up is kinda useless, so that's also good to know. Yes, we need Kind for this. We cannot use any other character, hence the problem. That's not what I meant to do. Ow. Being kinda hurt by everything. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, Iwata worked on a lot of the Kirby games before becoming president of Nintendo, and also helped with Earthbound as well. Quite notably helped with Earthbound, and kinda made it happen in the first place, if I'm not mistaken, or was that Pokemon Gold and Silver? I think both, actually. I'm pretty sure how... Okay, so Earthbound is done by a studio called Ape. Let's back up for a moment. So, I think that's the name of it. So yeah, they were running into a lot of development issues with, that game, so HAL Labs stepped in. I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, Satoru Iwata kind of led the charge from what I've heard. With Golden Crystal, I think he helped compress the game, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think if that's what it was. I think so. Okay, so this guy's name is Bakasa? So we do this, we impress him and make him happy, so that's all we need to do. Now my limited Japanese is coming through to the rescue this time. I know what this means. It's not pretty. If I'm not mistranslating, or if there's not any other like kanji for it, that basically mean a different thing, it seems like it's a combination of the Japanese words for umbrella and also the Japanese word for, like, stupid, so I'm not quite sure what to make of that. Okay, so if you just push it, as soon as you can, you always go to the third place, so that's good to keep in mind. So got a little eely, snaky looking thing. Trying to remember if this is the jerk level or not. I don't think this is the jerk level, but there's a jerk level eventually, where the secret mission is like notoriously confusing if you don't have the right party setup. And it's a really awkward party setup for that particular level, which is just kind of adding insult to injury. So, back to Kirby. Hello, Rick. Bye, Rick. This game was directed by, if I wrote this down correctly, Shinichi Shimamura, who also directed Dreamland 2, I think. Yeah, directed Dreamland 2, and also I think directed 64 as well. He doesn't get a whole lot of credit because of just how under the radar the Dreamland games were compared to Adventure and Superstar, which is kind of sad. But yeah, it is interesting to note that Miyamoto didn't or Masahiro Sakurai, I meant to say, yeah, really didn't have much to do with this franchise for a long time. So here's our little challenge for now. We got this little Ely guy. So we gotta figure out which pot he ends up in. I say rely on peripheral vision. This one. Okay, I think this one? Okay, we got it. First try. Yeah, again, rely on peripheral vision. The Gordos don't really look like the eel, so you should be good. That's kind of a gimme, actually, because you don't really have to go out of your way for it. Not a gimme in terms of ease of access, but in terms of, you know, difficulty of the level, it's actually a pretty simple one. This is an auto-scroller, so I can go back to telling my story. Yeah, Shinichi Shimamura, I think, if I wrote that down correctly, did this game, 2, and 64, which also explains why, some people clump these three together, ironically, because one has to do with DDD, so it's kind of off in its own little space, but, actually 2, 3, and 64 all have to do with, an entity known as Dark Matter, who's a complete pain in the butt to fight in, Dreamland 2, and this is a lot more manageable in this game. Fun fact. Huh, it scrolls past it. Interesting. So, yeah, I vaguely remember hearing those three games, 2, 3, and 64 being kind of lumped together, and like, I think people sometimes call it like the Dark Matter trilogy, because that's not what I was going for, but okay. Because these three games all kind of connect and are kind of collectively like the proverbial black sheep of the Kirby universe. This is the level that makes people kind of scratch their heads occasionally, I think, because you basically need kind for this of all things. By the way, the name of the eel's Eliel, E-L-I, and then just eel, Eliel. Which just reminds me of a Fire Emblem character. Yeah, I think this is the one that kind of throws people for a loop, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There's one that's confusing to people, first try. I think we actually need Kine, which is always good to try to climb a tower with a fish, if this is the level I'm thinking of. But that is why we need Kine, because he can actually light up dark areas. Hello, fake door. Do not appreciate your shenanigans. Okay, that's where the actual door is slightly lighter colored. But yeah, this is, I think, the only time when you're, like, actually required to be here, to my knowledge. But hey, you can find a bunch of hidden rooms using Kine's Spark ability. But it does kind of suck that it only seems to come up here, if I'm remembering right. You can go through the door without actually looking it up, but how are you supposed to know on your first run? Also, there's the fact that you just have to kind of use intuition at this point, because like, how are you supposed to know Kine can light the way? So just to periodically flash the light bulb, we're looking for a specific thing, and it's fast, because it's not a scroller. I think we should see a door soon, and then there's basically a hidden other door. Yeah, there. So we want to go through here, not through the right door. We got this path of Gordos, which is not ominous at all. Got all these little star... I almost said star bits, because Super Mario Galaxy. Wrong, let's play. And we got a boss. This is... what's this guy's name again? I forget. Basically, he's a weaker Gordo. Even though he's a mini-boss, he's actually a worse Gordo. Believe it or not. Because he actually has a vulnerability, unlike actual Gordo. I actually wanted to lose that. I want to swap out the power-ups. Wow, that 1 HP save, though. Okay. Not quite. Wait till he actually repositions, because I've had times where, I missed the shot. So yeah, definitely wait till he kind of stays in place. We just picked up a frog. If we didn't actually kill the frog by landing on him with a spiked fish, that is. Which we just did, so we got more kappas. To worry about. But this isn't a problem. Just kind of run, fly, I almost swim, but then we're kind of doing both at the moment. Just kind of jumping and swimming. Okay, this is not cool. You know what? I'm ditching Kine. Sorry, Kine, but you're not really good in this level. And we're at the end of the level, so it didn't matter anyway. Of course it did. But hey, we rescued the frogs. We reunited the frogs. Their names are Gamugayo and Little Gamugayo, so that's creative. But we got another heart star for our trouble. Go through the door. Okay, that was the opposite of what I wanted to do, but hey, we got a little bit closer to an extra life at least. We got time for one more stage. Notice that little pink bird there? Well, I think you can guess who we need for this. Oh boy, we got a swimming level and we got a pink bird. This is gonna be a fun time. This might be my first death, by the way. Unless I already died, because I'm kind of recording these spread out. I think I explained it, but yeah, I'm recording this at the same time as Vesperia. Partly just to have something after Vesperia, because man, that series is long. But also the fact that if there's ever a hiccup, for whatever reason, school, mainly, I kind of want to have a backup project. Just something I can upload in the meantime. We got Kine, who would be nice, but we actually don't need Kine, we need Pitch. And on that note, I don't even know where Pitch is. Like, I legit don't know. Oh. This is where we came from. Okie dokie. Oh, do we need Oh, I remember. The stage is kind of a problem, no pun intended. Well, okay, yeah, kind of intended. And then I just did it again, without really meaning to. We need Kine for this, to swim over here. I think we need Kine to actually get Pitch, now that I think about it. Or not, because that's not the level that I'm thinking of. Entirely different level! Hey! But yeah, if we not game over, if we die, we lose our animal friend. So I actually have half a mind to die right now, and then just kinda, fly to the finish, so to speak. Like, I'm legit considering just ramming into enemies now, so I have full life when we actually get Pitch. So this is not flame, this is burning. Yes, they are different. Okay, so the difference is flame, you just shoot flames while at a standstill. Burning, you launch yourself forward. In later Kirby games other than Adventure, they actually combined the two. I think Superstar combined the two. I don't know what this is for. I'm almost dying. Guess that's a shortcut, but also not a good one. Oh, I know. I know what this is for. This is to get Kine over to the other side. But I have literally 1 hit left, so gotta make it count. And before the enemy respawns and lands on my head. Okay, that didn't happen, so we're good to go for now. A little bit longer. Oh, I screwed up. I kind of messed... Well... Now we have a problem, because I think we actually need Kine for this part. Which is gonna be fun. If not, we'll just replay the stage. No biggie. I don't think we can go back and get Kine. Let's try. We got time. And no door. Okie dokie. I've only had to replay 1, now 2 stages, which really isn't too bad, all things considered. There's one stage at the end of the game that's notorious because you need a partner, except they don't give you that partner in the stage. You have to actually backtrack to a level that has this partner, which luckily 1-1 has this partner. And then, yeah, you have to replay the stage again, which is not a fun time. When you're playing blind, and then you actually find this out. That, oh, so-and-so's not in this stage, I have to go all the way back. Swell. So yeah, I know that, so we hopefully won't have to do that unless I completely space it out, which is a possibility, might I add. Yeah, complete possibility that I just space out and accidentally don't remember to grab the partner. So yeah, fair warning, we may still have a derp yet. That's where Pitch is over there. So yeah, fun. You know what, I don't feel like showing this again. I don't think I need to show this again, that's what I should be saying. Just basically, you need fire and stone. You have to break the fire on both sides, fire blocks on both sides. Grab the stone power-up, go over to where Kine is, well, grab Kine. Make him, or get him through to the other side of that section. And then just swim to that door. And then Pitch should be in there, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can go on your merry way, but quite frankly, this might take me a few tries, so I think I'm just gonna not worry about it too much. This is stressful, but like, you just hold up and mash 2. Because the currents keep pushing you in a way that actually makes it work out pretty nicely. Okie dokie, you land on this. That breaks. Got a springy enemy who gives you nothing. I forget the names of like most Kirby enemies, by the way, so that's one thing I'm not familiar with. But it actually surprised me, back to what I was originally talking about, that Masahiro Sakurai actually did work on Pinball Land. I would not have suspected that. But there's sort of a joke about the fact that, well, among like people who actually are aware of that fact, that it's kind of odd that Masahiro Sakurai, you know, created Kirby, but was only involved with like half of the series' games by this point. Anyway, I'm gonna go get Pitch and talk to the bird again, so be right back. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna show it at the end, but I think we're gonna end it here because it'll be like a 5-second segment, so thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Kirby's Dream Land.